this year, we celebrate the centennial of seminal British composer Benjamin Britten. And a few years ago, UD Opera Theater produced his chamber work, Albert Herring. And this is a work that is similarly small in scale. This is a small orchestration, it's not many forces, and so it's ideal for the space that we use in Lattice Recital Hall for our Opera Now chamber opera series.
So learning Lucretia has been very interesting. It's not like your standard Mozart opera with the symmetrical phrases and repeated text all over the place. It's much more intricate than that. So memorizing it has been a challenge, but it's been a very good challenge. And I think it's been good for all of us to challenge ourselves in this way. And we're all going to be better singers and musicians because of it.
It is an interesting choice of repertoire for a university production. We are all voice students having to learn all this really complex music and complex acting and the whole subject matter. It's not really something that you would look to find in a university production.
Well, I think the students bring a real freshness to it. I didn't ask this at the beginning of the process. I usually ask students in the orchestra in particular, I say, how many people have played this piece before? I can guarantee you no one has done The Rape of Lucretia before, so it's brand new. And so they bring that fresh approach to it. But because it's new, I think the learning process for something like this has to be accelerated. And the students are taking it very seriously. I know that they've dug deep into the score. So yeah, it's going to be spectacular.
Yeah, so working with Maestro Effron has been an amazing experience. He knows the piece inside and out, so it's been really cool in that sense. And he demands so much of us, which is really amazing, and he makes us work really hard. So I think it's going to be a great production.
It's a very true-to-life opera, and therefore it's an opera that has its value today and will have its value in 50 years from now. And he's a great orchestrator. I mean, I don't know how many people can take so few instruments and make this so dramatic, make a piece so dramatic as he can every part of this opera, every measure of this opera. And he has a great talent to give the right music to the right characters. I think you have to get used to Britten. It's not as accessible, as audience-friendly as some other composers, but once you understand it a little, it's kind of magnetic, and one is drawn to it.
Everything down to the composition of the piece is meant to make the listener question. You know, not only, they're not simply a passive part of this. They need to be active, at least in terms of the way they think about what's happening on stage. I'm fairly certain that's what Britten was after. And so, yeah, you're not going to be leaving with lots of great tunes. You know, what's really ironic is the most lyrical, most beautiful moments are given to the most horrific character, Tarquinius. And such beauty starts to feel very slimy when you get that. But yeah, it's not your typical aria-driven opera. I hope that people will be pushed to think deeply about the topic and how it relates to their world.
This is a tricky opera if you've never seen an opera before, but it will totally destroy every possible stereotype you believe about opera, because there's so much power, there's so much relatability, there's movement and excitement and passion and sadness and emotion everywhere. So it's a little bit darker subject matter than a lot of opera approaches, but it's a really, really powerful, wonderful piece, and it's a really important, significant accomplishment for our students, and I certainly hope that everybody will take a chance and be a part of The Rape of Lucretia by UD Opera Theater. Opera Now is so critical to the future of opera because we can't rely on the past of opera to be its future, and these important new modern works are really, really present a totally different side of the repertoire than people get to normally see. And so, and there's no better way, more thoughtful way to approach that than with Benjamin Britten.